This is Emily Taylor in my studio on a Monday, beautiful Monday in May. And I am here to kind of show you what I'm doing and take any questions that you have. So if you have comments or questions as you hop on, please go ahead and type them in the chat bar. One thing too, remember that this is 11 o'clock Mountain Time, and you may be watching this afterwards. So just know this is about a 20 to 30 minute live video. So if you catch the replay, I'll try and answer your question in the comment, but anyway, you won't. Sometimes I have people think that I'm live tomorrow, and I'm not. They see the replay. Okay, so behind me, you will see kind of what I'm doing with my critters back there. I have put all of them now on, and I'm going to continue to make them. You'll remember that I have requested ideas, and I'm just having a ton of fun with these small critters that I can enlarge. That's kind of, I think, what I've nailed down that I really like. I like doing things that are bigger. And now I am just applying them to fabric, but I'm not done. I've decided that I want to, I don't know how to say it, goop up the designs. So one of the things, let me grab this test thing that I did a minute ago, or last month. It was, where is it? You know that the blue thing that I made.
What are you talking about?
I don't know where it is.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that little blue collage that I did that just has the flowers that I just did. You know what I mean? So my intention is to now fill these in a little bit. So I'm going to show you all of them. So for example, here's my little snail. Oh, thanks, love. So I think you'll maybe remember this thing. It was kind of more of a mosaic that I just sat down and was applying fabric to it and playing, and it was really fun. It was fun to do. And so I think what I'm going to do is kind of take this concept of all the pieces of fabric that are in there and create more context to each of these little critters. I love to see everybody say hello. Thanks everybody for hopping on and saying hello. I'm feeling great. Thanks, Valeria. So that's kind of the next step. I'm going to start doing this today. So for this snail, for instance, I think I'll make it look like he's crawling amongst grass, or I don't know, flowers. I don't know yet for him. I think for the crab, I'll do a scatter of seashells and sea items. And so what I'll do is just cut those things out and put them right here. But the idea is I want this background fabric that I've selected to show through as kind of an underpainting. And this is a concept that I want to talk to you about. As a painter, and I guess the easiest way to show you is with some paintings, recent paintings that I've done. So if we look at a painting like either of these, you can kind of see beneath the painting that I painted the whole white canvas with, in this case, it's kind of this red color that you can see showing through. In this, it's kind of more of a rust color, but my whole canvas is painted a color like that. And then I build the color on top. And so, but I don't go all the way to the edges so that you can see kind of that underpainting peeking out from behind the painting. And this is kind of what I want to accomplish with each of my little critters. So again, you can kind of see that really, really well on this painting. You see the red peeking out from the sky, and on the horse, you see it by his legs. That's an effect that I really love, that look in an oil painting. And so that's what I'm trying to go for with these little critters. So you will see, I will lay things down, but we'll still see this green coming from underneath. And part of the reason, so this is kind of interesting. I'm giving you a glimpse into my brain, how it's working. You know, I've been trying to really be more of an artist, be more impressionist as I work. And these are things that are going through my head. Like, I want to be able to, it was kind of a breakthrough to do this, because I realized, oh, I really, really like having that blue fabric show through. And then I started doing my critters a little looser on the parchment paper, so that they really had holes in them. So if I pull, for example, let's pull this one up here. And I'm going to show you. So I would like to do this better, but I'm still working. So if I show you, remember on the parchment paper, there were lots of holes in him. So the background, like here are some, I'm going to point them out with the pencil. There's a hole, some little holes around him that allow the background fabric to show through. And I think it makes him more of the whole composition instead of just sitting flat on top of a piece of fabric. So again, this is something that I'm kind of working on. I was more successful with that with the bug. The bug is kind of crazy. I want to show you this. Well, I'll show you all of them first. So here is the iguana. And, you know, somewhere in here, remember, I want to do an alphabet. So somewhere in here, I am going to figure out how to indicate what letter it is. I don't know if it's going to be stitching or what, but anyway, I'll just give you a quick view of all the little critters. So you've seen the crab, you've seen the iguana, you see the parrot, the frog on dark purple, the blue. I think I'm really happy with the goldfish on that blue. The blue circles just really mimics bubbles. The ladybug, I'm happy with the ladybug too. So here's one more you haven't seen. This little guy, I'm happy with this. But anyway, let me show you. The bug is crazy, but I love it. Oops, upside down. Okay. So check that out. Isn't that super cool? And the thing of it is with this, again, there are lots of holes in the bug so that we see this vibrant pink and purple coming through the background. There's a lot of holes right here, here. He's probably the holiest bug. And I'm really happy with this, the way this turned out. This is kind of what I'm going for, this kind of really intense, rich, beautiful. So I don't know if I'll add any other fabric to this one to create a mosaic, because I really like the intensity and the excitement that's happening with this background fabric. And this is different than, you know, this background fabric, there's a lot going on, more so than in the other projects. So I'm going to show you some up close of these too. And now, you know, when I did this, I'm like, I got to get these on fabric. I just want to play with them. And I was a little bit afraid because I'm kind of attached to them now, but I'm like, you know what? I have got to just have fun with these. And look how fun that turned out. I really, really love this. So what I did is when I pulled the each piece off parchment paper, I kind of just held it up to different fabrics and thought it needs to be a high contrast background so that the critters show up really well. I really like the way he turned out, but then I think adding some tropical looking leaves are in, around him, and obviously he's going to be sitting on something. I think that's going to be really, really beautiful because I'll use green on top of this pink, and that high contrast, because it's they're complementary colors, is going to be hopefully not overwhelming, but I want to push it right to the edge of excitement and awesomeness. So that's that. I love him. I think he turned out great. I love the frog too. You guys know I love the frog. I had to show him up close because you couldn't really see the color of the fabric in the background. Again, if you look closely at him, he's kind of loose. Again, he's got some holes in him, which I really like. I like being able to see that purple, that dramatic purple come through the collage a little bit. So anyway, that's those are the items that I am working on, and that's that. Let's see, what else have we got going on? Amelia, we need to pick a winner for the May Flowers quilt along that is happening in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. So we had one winner last week, and she won a blue fabric bundle. We got that out to her, right? We shipped that. Okay, so will you select someone that has posted a picture in our Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group? You look and find somebody, get that ready.
I have it.
Oh, do you? Okay, Amelia has it ready. So who is it?
Betty Praisewater.
Betty Praisewater is the winner for this week. So Betty, if you're watching, email me, Emily at Collage Quilter. And what is Betty going to win this week?
Maybe she's doing the pansies, so maybe we should send her purple.
Or if she's doing the pansies, maybe we should give her the class. Yeah, let's give her the class. So Betty, if you're already registered, we're going to refund your entry fee and you will get to be part of the class for free. So that's the pansies class. Carolyn, would you mind grabbing the pansy that's sitting right up there on my quilt rack? So say her name one more time.
Betty Praisewater.
Betty Praisewater has won by posting a photograph. No, the other one. Bring that one too. By posting a photo of what she's working on in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. And Betty, you are going to, it looks like you're already registered for this class that's on Saturday.
Oh, how do you know that?
I thought you said.
I said unless she's already registered.
Oh, okay. So if you're already registered, we will refund your money. If you're not registered, we're going to get you registered right now because I think there are just a few spots left. Will you double check on that, Amelia?
Yeah, there's still some spots.
Okay, so there's just a few spots left for this class that will be on this Saturday, May 22nd, from 9 to 12:30 or 9 o'clock Mountain Time. And we're going to go through making this project. Okay, so we've got our winner, and what else do we want to announce? We have some new products in the store. We've got our blue fabric bundles, we've got our pink fabric bundles, and our new green and new pink. So pink 2.0, green 2.0, and blue are available, and we still have purple, and we'll be offering a few more brown bundles shortly. So that's what's happening with the shop, and you saw what I'm kind of working on. I do intend to get these quilted this week. So I'll be getting this one quilted and this quilted. I did also finish this by putting some fruit in the bowl. And I'm gonna play with this one a little bit on my quilt machine and just experiment with doing shadows and whatnot with my thread. So a little bit of thread painting. I kind of call it more of a doodle stitching because I don't do very dense quilting, but I'm gonna get these quilted. I think one of them I'll do on my long arm machine and one of them I'll do on my domestic machine, I think. I don't know. We'll decide. I'll decide. But the funny thing is, I have a hard time getting myself to that quilting phase. I just love to play with the fabric and get the collages done. So I need to be better about carving out time to do my quilting. Okay, let's get to questions. If we have any questions, I'm going to just quilt real quickly, scroll through here and see if we have any questions. I do love to see where everybody's from. So this is my favorite part, to say hello to all of you for joining me. I know some of you don't like it when I say hello to everybody, but this is my group. These are my people. These are the only people I see or interact with all day, except for my girls. I don't know if you've met my younger daughter, so I'm going to bring her around because she is working for me now. Hey, get over here. You're going to say hello on the video. And Amelia, you come around too.
No.
Yes.
No.
Come on. Don't be a brat. So this is my little, bend down. This is my Caroline. She is cutting fabric for us to do our bundles. So that's Caroline's job right now. Go cut. And you all know Ladybug. This is my Ladybug. She's my full-time assistant. So those are my girls. We're having a great time. Pretty soon we'll order lunch. But until then, I want to say hello to everybody. So Martha from Toronto, and let's see, we've got hello Patty, my friend Patty from Oceanside. We've got a few from Katy, Texas, Maryland, Ireland. Welcome. I love to see you. Hi, Heike from Germany. I hope I'm saying your name right. But anyway, Susan from Chicago. Let's see. So Valeria, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, asked, do you still have the bird? So I have a book called Take Flight that has several birds. I'm a bird fan. I love birds. So the parrot is not available yet, but what I'm going to do is make each of these little critters, including, so the frog, the parrot, all these critters will be available as downloads, or maybe we're going to do a block of the month. I kind of like that idea where you can purchase it and then we'll work on it together. But I kind of want to get started on them myself before I make them available. So eventually, soon, because I think I'm getting there, and I think I'll start with this one. So if that's the bird you're talking about, it'll be available on my website, collagequilter.com. Oh, we've got Edith from Austria. Fantastic. It's great to have you. From the Ozarks. I bet it is beautiful there. Dover, Delaware. I'll be visiting close to Delaware very soon. Someone just asked me, what medium do I paint with? So these paintings that I shared with you are oil paintings, and I have done lots of painting in oil, acrylic, and watercolor. Each of them is obviously very different. So there's a learning curve for each of them, but I really prefer oil because it's just kind of the traditional, and I love the look of an oil painting. So those are my paintings. Recent. I gotta paint more. I end up painting with fabric more than I do my oil paints, but let's see. So someone just asked, is the blue background one fabric or many? I'm not sure which blue you're talking about yet. It might be
All of the blue that are in, that's behind you though, or?
Yeah, everything that you've seen is one fabric. So all of the fabric that you've seen, oh, except maybe she's talking about this one.
Maybe. I
So
thought she asked it before you held that up.
anyway, if you're talking about this one, this is one piece of blue with all these little mosaic type cuts put on top. The other ones are all one solid piece of fabric. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate the kind words. Let's see who else we have here from Brazil. Oh, I've called him Papagayo in Brazil. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Spell out P with leaves. That's a great idea. I like that idea. I like the idea of kind of hiding the letter in the collage. So I think that's what we'll end up doing. Somehow kind of hiding. I just want to goop it up. I want it to be gooped up and beautiful. Oh, we've got someone from France today. Welcome. You know, I'm kind of excited. You know, I would like to show you one. Amelia, we go get my new painting.
Yeah.
It's hanging up. Did you see where it is?
Yeah.
So I have told you I've been really inspired by an artist by the name of John Powell, who is an American artist. And I bought one of his paintings recently because I love to, I really want to collect art. I want to be an art collector because I'm super passionate. There are two things I want to spend my money on: art and travel. So I got my first painting from John Powell, and I'm going to show you. And I think John Powell, I've told you, was kind of the inspiration for my use of these vibrant colors and whatnot. So I want to show you this painting. I'm super excited about it. Ta-da! Oh, it's so yummy, isn't it? I just love his use of, no, the other reason that I really like John Powell is that he is a self-taught artist like me. He's older than me, so he's had a lot more experience, but I love his work. I love the vibrant, beautiful colors that he uses. And so I'm going to point out a few things that I love about it. So number one, obviously you can see strong use of complementary colors in this. The orange and the blue and the pink with the green. That's one thing that I love. I love his use of just the way this is composed is gorgeous. And you know, he's got obviously the really, the central focus is the orange. But then in the background, he's got all this stuff. And that's kind of what I want to do with my compositions, my collage compositions. I've got a main subject, but then I want to fill it in. And the other thing that I want to show you, you can probably see really well if I up. He's got around, like, through here you can see purple coming through. Up here you can see some of the blue coming through, and it looks like his underpainting has changed a little bit, but there's some more teal and purple coming through in the underpainting. And I think that's what just, I don't know, it just is beautiful. I'm super excited. I bought this from the Christina Gallery on the island of Martha's Vineyard. Lucky me, huh? Okay, so I'm going to try and buy a couple pieces every year. Not necessarily all his, but others that inspire me. Here you go, Amelia. Will you take that? I should also show you, I did buy a quilt from Danny Amazonas, and because he's another artist that really super inspires me. Amelia, oh, it's right here. I'm going to show it to you. Haha, look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? What I love about this piece is that you can see it's clearly a landscape from far away. I mean, look at that. It is just a beautiful, beautiful landscape, impressionist. But the cool thing is, of course, he is the ultimate collage quilt artist. And as you get closer, you just see all the variety of fabric that he's used. I don't think there's a single piece of solid colored fabric in here. I think he has used all patterned fabric, and I am so inspired by his work. I just love it. And so when I saw this, I bought this. I had to. Now I also want to buy a Susan Carlson. So anyway, those are kind of my recent acquisitions. And kind of why I bought them, because they inspire me, and I've discussed, how they inspire me and what I'm trying to do with my own artworks. So anyway, that's that. Looks like we've got people from North Carolina, and did I say France? I love it. We've got Rosary from Rosslare, Ireland. Fantastic.
Question.
You've got a question? Okay, Amelia's gonna kind of moderate the questions. So
Someone asked if we had a class for complete newbies.
So someone just asked if we have a class for complete newbies. Yes, I have videos on demand for newbies. If you go to my website, collagequilter.com, you're going to see Collage Quilter Academy, links to Collage Quilter Academy, both on, I think it's under Learn. So it's really easy to find. Go to collagequilter.com, and then you'll see links to the Collage Quilter Academy. And that is my teachable platform where I have videos on demand. So you can buy them just one video at a time, and they're just $15, super, super affordable, or you can bundle them. So I've got kind of a beginner class that talks about color theory and products and methods. And so that one, if bundled, is just $39. So that's a really good resource to use. Let's see. Tracy just asked, how do we get to your shop and sign up for classes? Again, collagequilter.com is the hub that has the link to all of my classes and resources and whatnot. I also want to mention we are working on putting together a retreat up in Midway, Utah next year. So almost a year from now in 2022, we're going to go to the mountains of Utah in this darling, beautiful little village and just take 2 or 3 days. And we are going to go hog wild, having fun with fabric and art and hiking, because I love to hike, and anybody that wants to bike. And we'll eat good food and have a really wonderful time. So if you are interested in that, I will be launching a landing page pretty soon. So watch for that on my social media platforms. Any other questions, Amelia, that you want to throw at me? Oh, somebody asked, would love to get that freebie owl pattern. Is there a link? Here's how to get the link for the freebie owl pattern. Again, go to my website, collagequilter.com. Scroll to the very bottom. In the bottom menu, you'll see a link for free pattern. So you can get the free pattern there. Let's see. We've got some people from... Oh, here's a question. Tracy asked, what is the tool you have plugged in on your table?
Clover.
Okay, so this, I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. This is a little wand iron that we have plugged, that I use when I'm doing a parchment pressing pattern. So all of the little critters that you've seen. My setup is this. I've got, and it's up against my windows so that I can look out. But I've got my little wand iron. This was a gift from Patty, my friend Patty. It's silicone thing I can put my iron on. I've got my wool pressing mat, and then my foam core, and then I can put so I'll just sit there, and this is kind of my setup. We are buying these to make for sale on our website as well as this, because we want to kind of create a one-stop shop for all collage quilter. Anything collage quilting will be on our website very soon. We're working on that. So, we have Anne from Johannesburg, South Africa. And Mary said, hello, Caroline and Amelia.
Hello.
Hello from Louisiana. Thank you. I love it. Somebody said, hello, Bug. That's you, Amelia. Hello, Bug, and Caroline, because she knows you're my ladybug.
Hello.
And our friend from Costa Rica, welcome. Nebraska, Arizona, Las Vegas.
There are some people wondering where to get the free owl pattern. Will you explain?
Okay, I'm gonna explain this again because we've had multiple requests for the owl. If you go to collagequilter.com, that's my website. Scroll to the end, to the bottom of the page. At the bottom of the page on the footer, it's called the footer, you'll see a link for the free, it'll say free pattern. So click on that. You have to join my newsletter to get the free pattern. So you'll be, once you click on that, you'll just type in your email address and then I will send you the free pattern. Okie doke. Anything else? Cottonwood Heights, Connie Smith. We're neighbors. I'm driving through Cottonwood Heights all the time. Connie, have we met each other? That's kind of fun. Okay. So let's see. Anything else, Amelia, that you see in here? Oh, Nancy just asked, when will your Collage Quilter book be back in stock? So, Nancy, I am updating the Collage Quilter book, the original Collage Quilter Essentials for Success with Collage Quilts. I'm updating that because I feel like I've learned so much and I want to put it in the book. I don't want to write an entirely new book. I'm just going to put out a second edition, I guess. So I'm working on that. Hopefully in the next month or two, that will be updated and then it will be back in stock. Okie dokie. Anything else? I'm looking, scrolling at the comments. So just that's what I'm doing to make sure that I answer your comments. Jan said she's spending more time painting with fabric than watercolor painting. It's really, really fun. Amelia, are you following up with any of the?
Patty's wondering if the Raven is available on the website.
So somebody just asked if the Raven is available on the website. The Raven is in my Take Flight book. So we've got a raven, a quail, a crane, a swallow, an owl, and what's the other?
Duck.
And the duck. Let me show you this quilt. So this quilt is all of these little all of these birds are available in the Take Flight book. And they're all parchment pressing, and the Take Flight book really dives into is there a Take Flight book over there? We can show them the cover, but you can buy the Take Flight book on my website. That's you might be able to get it on Amazon or something too. Here's this book, and this has step-by-step photos of how to execute the part, for each of these patterns. The other nice thing about this book is that, so you can either take this to your local print shop and have them enlarge it, or I've got a QR code in here. So if you have this book and you scan that, it will provide you with a PDF, the full size PDF for each of these. And then you can send that to your printer and they can print it full size so that you don't have to piece it together. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. Let's see if there are any other questions. Oh, the landscape artist. Yep, that's Danny Amazonas. Danny is often, he'll post, he's part of the Collage Quilter Facebook group. So he posts in there. If you haven't already joined that group, I invite you to join that group because we've got Susan Carlson, Danny Amazonas, Laura Heine, and many, many others who contribute, and it's awesome. So, Amelia, do you see anything else that we need to answer? Okay.
No.
Yeah, we've got somebody that dyes their own fabric. That's awesome. can you or do you have a course on adding paint to your collage? That is a brilliant idea. And I think I will offer that because I am starting to more and more have fun with these ink tints. Now I did a short demonstration. You can find it on YouTube. It was one of these live videos where I demonstrated how to do the seashell using the ink tints. And but I will do a more in-depth course on that. Let's see. Someone just asked, "Are fishes on the way to be seen, please?" Okay. Question. So if you ever have a problem and if you've already signed up for my newsletter and you have not received the owl pattern, please just email me directly, Emily@collagequilter.com, and I will send you the owl pattern. Okay. So I think that covers it. I don't see any other questions. And we have spent enough of your time. So let's say adios until next week. And I will share again with you every Monday, except the 31st. That's Memorial Day. And I will be out of town. I will be in Pennsylvania. I will be at Longwood Gardens or Winterthur or Valley Forge on the 31st. Okay, guys? But we will see you again soon. Monday, you can always find me Monday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time in this live video. It's a great time to ask me questions. You can also catch me at Emily@collagequilter.com. That's my website, my email address, and in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. So anyway, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always fun to see everybody here. I will talk to you again soon. Goodbye.